my lesson. So, before we open it, let's just have you just sit. Okay. You just sit. That way we're gonna put it on the floor because we don't want anything to happen. And then this is kind of tricky. It like is locked. Anyways, here's your violin. There's the cloth on it. Okay. So grab. Oh, Lord.
What?
Nothing. So with that little shoulder rest, what we're gonna do is I want you to hold the violin with your right hand, right here. Yeah, just kind of like do this too. This little rest position here. That's important. But you just want to make sure, like, you want to hold it very firmly from the neck because you don't want to drop it and break it. And then this, our shoulder rest, we're gonna put it on the back. And it's kind of gonna be like a frown. This is like a really bad one, so it's probably gonna fall off, but that's a good one. So, so we're gonna slot it on with the little feet, and there's a groove in little feet that should go right on the little whatever it is. It's kind of like not secure on that side. I don't know if you want to. Yeah. Check the other side too. Oh my goodness. All right. And now what we're gonna do? I want you to go back to your rest position. Or yeah, hold it with your left hand. Sorry. I forget that I'm mirroring. Anyways. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it up, we're gonna hold it kind of arm's length out, and we're gonna flip it, and then we can put it on our shoulder, and then kind of like you're nodding no, bring your head over, and then nod yes, and bring your chin down. And it shouldn't feel like you have to like squeeze too hard. Yeah, look at you. You already got it. You're basically like... These are both my instruments, so I'm not so worried. Although that was a
bad sound.
Anyways, well, we'll just... You know, you can actually play without a shoulder rest, but it just is bad. So that's the basic playing position. So yeah, now we're gonna go back to our rest position. Now that we got that down, and now what we're going to do is we're going to tune. So I'm gonna bring out a tuner just to make everything much easier. So the strings are G, D, A, E, yeah. And so when you're tuning, what you should do is you should hold it kind of towards yourself, and then one of your hands you can pluck the string, and then these are your pegs. These are pegs, and these are kind of a nightmare to deal with. But you'll notice on your high E, you have this, what's called a fine tuner. And it works the same way as a screw. Like, if you go right, it brings the note up. If you go left, lefty-loosey, it goes down. So let's try just tuning that E, because that'll be the easiest. See if you can, I would use the fine tuner down there, yeah.
It's a little too high.
It's too low, so go. And keep plucking. And that's kind of like, there we go. Let's try your A, which is the next one down. Yeah, so you're pretty low, so when we use our pegs, the way that we're gonna do that is you need to first of all make sure that it's not gonna fall. That's important. And then you're gonna grab the peg and you're gonna twist it first towards you, just to kind of loosen it up. So you're at like a D sharp. There you go.
So am I going down then?
Yeah, you're going down. So you want to go up. Is
Jeez.
that
Peg
happens.
is unwinding.
Yeah, just wind it, and as you go up, you're gonna have to push in a little bit.
Like in? The peg inward?
Yeah, because it's all held in by friction.
Yeah. Okay. That's frightening.
How do you think I feel watching you do it? Yeah. So you're a little above what it should be. Yeah. Try it now.
It just came out. This is scary.
Yeah. Pretty close. There you go. A little
Way
high.
off.
Can you bring it just a little bit down?
This is so touchy.
I know. Sometimes when you're pushing up and you like actually let go, it'll go down just a tiny bit. So bring it close. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect.
I just every time I let go, it immediately like falls.
Yeah. Make sure like as you, it's kind of it's very tricky. As you're going up, you need to like almost push in and turn.
It just keeps.
Let me help you.
Yeah, you
out
know.
with- Sometimes it like that. This is like the worst part. These- yeah, and these pegs are kind of extra slippy. They're not shaped super well. But let's see if you can do the D string. Yeah,
Do the very most.
as long as you can do one.
I'll fall towards me.
Yeah, you're gonna pull it towards you to drop down. Yeah. See if you can
Yeah,
let
that
go.
one didn't slip at all.
Yeah. And see if you can go for the G.
Should I be pushing like in?
Yeah.
Like towards
Like-
my right hand?
Yeah. Yeah. If it stays there,
You did.
I'll do it real quick. You got one then. That's better than most. Yeah, lots of people, they'll keep the fine tuners on all their strings, but Lots of professionals only like to have the one on the E string because the added weight can kind of dull the sound of the violin a little bit. But I know plenty of people who keep them on. Like Jen has all of hers. Also, lots of professional musicians will have what's called they're like planetary or something like that, like pegs, and it works the same as a machine head, but they just look like actual tuning pegs. But those are pretty common. So now the hard part. We are going to before we put it all the way on our shoulder and start playing like that, we're just going to hold it in what's called rest position. So we kind of put our right arm over it a little bit. Yeah, and kind of point it out. Yeah, you're doing great. So, almost like playing like a mandolin or something. Now, the difference between violins and like something like a guitar or a bass is that the fingers are you can stretch a lot farther. So first thing we're going to do is just play your open D string. Yeah. And now see if you can play it E.
From that same.
Yeah. And now and also the hand position should be kind of fairly parallel. And we want to have, I know it's hard, but we want to have as little tension as possible. So yeah, let's play our open D again. And now there's going to be kind of a stretch between first finger and second finger. Yeah. And now first finger. First finger. Second finger. You're a little far. You should go the other way. Yeah. So let's do a little hot cross buns. And what's going to make everything easier is when you lift off your fingers, you should try and just lift them up, but like not away, you know? So let's see if we can do that. So do second finger. Yeah. Second finger. First finger. Second. First finger. 0, 0. Sweet. Now, as we go, we're gonna do open first. So that brings us to E, F sharp, and now F sharp and G, as you know, are close together. So the fingers are gonna be pretty close together. So play F sharp with your second, and now bring your third finger over, and just, yeah, he cuddles up to the second finger. Now, we've gone all the way to G on the D string. Now, what is the next string up, if you remember?
A.
Yeah. So, what's great about that same fingering we just did, 0, 1, 2, 3, we can do on the A string, 0, 1, 2, 3, except my A string's not tuned. But yours is, so that's good. And then we get a D major scale. So can we try that, our D major scale? 0. Yeah, so now you already know a major scale. And guess what? If you start that whole thing on the A string, so just what we did, the A, first finger, second finger, third finger, and then you go do the same thing on the E string. Then that's an A major scale. And if you do the same thing starting on the G major scale, or on the G string, 0, 1.
Like high?
I think you're a little low. Yeah, then that's your G major scale. So now you already know 3 scales. Yay! Now that you're flying through that, let's try putting it. Well, actually, put your instrument down and we'll talk about the bow real quick. So we're like cruising through. So you have
Mighty little drum.
I'm sorry, I just attacked you. So your bow hold is, let's just start with you holding it in your left hand. And we're gonna shake out our right hand. And just kind of have this like little relaxed kind of natural hand posture, and then pretend like you have a glass of water and you're just going to like pour it out. Yeah, something like that. I know it kind of feels weird, but that is basically the same shape we want for our hand. So you have your relaxed hand, you pour out the water, and then what we're going to do is, feel free to just watch me first, is we're going to put our thumb right here. This is called a frog, I guess because it looks like a frog, I don't know. Who knows? But then we're going to put our thumb right where the frog meets the stick. So you can see it's kind of right in that little area right there. And then we get our 2 fingers right in front, and we got our little bunny ears, and our pinky goes on top of the stick, and our first finger, our index finger, just goes on this winding. So see if you can do it, and don't let go with your left hand. So then 2 fingers in front. Yeah. Let's go back to holding it, and we're gonna shake out our hand again, and then we're gonna pour the water, and then we're going to put the thumb on there. And don't let go with your left hand yet. Oh, you see how you went from here to like there. Try and keep your hand pronated, as the pros would call it. So yeah, keep it tilted. Yeah. And it should be, the stick should be somewhere in between this knuckle and this knuckle.
Oh.
Yeah. And if your fingers end up touching the hair a little bit, that's fine. Now, try holding it all the way upward. Yeah. So one thing I've noticed is your thumb is kind of collapsed like that. See if you can bring it out. Yeah. And the whole bow hold should be pretty relaxed. And I think your fingers can go farther below. Like right now you have them kind of like that, but you can go like something like that. Yeah, farther on the stick. That's pretty good. And yeah, ideally it should be very supple. I don't know. It shouldn't feel like you're really like grabbing on, which is why we're holding it upright so that we don't have to. Because if we had to do the whole weight of the bow, it's easy to fall out. So now that we got that basically mastered, we can put the bow down for a second, and then grab our instrument and put it on our shoulder. Yeah. So as you remember, hold it out, arm length, turn it in. This little button goes right to our neck. We say, "No way, Jose," and we go, "Yes, sir." And now, yeah, just Just get somewhere comfortable. Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good. And now we can assume our bow hand. Yeah, and now put it on the string so we don't drop it. Yay, we did it. Now our left hand we kind of cup the neck in this little groove of our hands. But it shouldn't feel like you really need your left hand there. It should feel pretty secure with the shoulder rest, but that trust takes a little bit of time. Now let's see if we can do our D major scale again that we did so wonderfully. So yeah. Now let me see your bow real quick. I forgot to tell you, you can tighten it. And there should be not like a ton of space, but there should be a little bit. And you should kind of be able to like tap it. You should feel it's kind of like got a bit of spring to it, you know? So now you can get your bow hold back. Yeah, I'll buy that. Now you can put it on the string. Yeah. So let's try it one more time now that your bow's tightened. You did a really good job that first time. And this time, start closer to the frog. And now just pull as much as you can. The faster you go, the better it actually sounds. Yeah, pretty good. There should be, I lied. If you go too fast, it'll sound like skatey and kind of like that, but it was a good bounce. Yeah, like the start of that was really good. So see if you can do that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now let's try our D major scale again. First finger. Yeah. Second finger. Let me do mine. Can I hear just your A really quick? Sweet. So, yeah, let's start on our A string and we'll just do open. Now our first finger. Second finger. Third finger.
Am I dragging across the D string?
No, I think maybe you have a little bit too much pressure on your... Yeah. So now you have too little. Which isn't that lovely.
Where's my placement?
So your placement for your bow?
Well, I mean, that's probably not great, but I mean my finger placement.
I would say it's pretty good. The one thing that I'm seeing is you kind of have this collapsed wrist. And it should, I mean, I'm trying to think of what people say, like, someone said, like, pretend that there's, like, a hamster in your hand and you're trying not to crush it or something. which I think is an odd metaphor, but yeah, like you want to try and keep your palm open, because when you do this, you kind of are tightening your tendons and such. So yeah, so that's a lot better. And you can let the neck sit in that little cradle. Yeah.
But don't like choke up on it.
Yeah, don't choke up. Yeah. So let's try as our last little thing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. So it's gonna go D, D, A string. Oh my god. I'll try that again. Open D. And now we're gonna go on the D string, third finger. Wait. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember twinkle, twinkle. Sorry. Open D. A. First finger. Open. Third. So let's just try the beginning. So just D. First finger. Yeah. So see if you can do it one more time, all together. So it's open. First finger. Yeah. Let's try it one more time. Do it a little bit slower.
Okay.
And see how fluid you can get everything to be. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. That's better than most people in their first will go through. Oh my goodness, I think we're at time, and that's a good place to wrap up. Yay, violin!